The Swallow and the Birds. Night had barely loosened its grip on the world when the first warning tore through the quiet sky. A single swallow, wings trembling with urgency, streaking across the dawn like a dark spark. "Listen to me," she cried. "Danger is coming. You must act now." But the meadow was slow to wake, and the birds perched among its branches blinked sleepily, confused, unconcerned. To them, dawn was a promise of warmth, not a threat. And a swallow, darting and frantic, hardly seemed like a messenger worth heeding. Still, she tried. She swept low over the grass, her voice sharp as snapping twigs. "The men are weaving nets. They are setting traps in the hedges. If we do nothing, if we pretend the danger isn't real, we will be caught." A robin puffed out his chest. "Traps? You worry too much." A sparrow chuckled. "Humans have always wandered through these fields. They never bothered us before." Even the old crow, who should have known better, gave a weary shake of his head. "Let the youngster chatter. Fear is what drives her wings, not wisdom." But the swallow saw what they would not: the glint of strings stretched between branches, the unnatural stillness of hedgerows where men had passed, the oncoming shadow creeping closer with every heartbeat. And so she pleaded, again and again, "Leave now. Follow me. Just fly." Yet each warning fell like seeds on stone, heard perhaps, but never believed. As the sun climbed, golden and gentle, the birds returned to their usual chorus. The meadow shimmered with laughter and fluttering wings. Only the swallow remained tense, her gaze fixed on the edges of the fields, on the places sunlight could not soften. Then came the moment she had feared. A sudden rustle, a snap, a flurry of wings exploding into panic. Birds shrieked as nets dropped from nowhere, silken, silent, deadly. The sparrow who had laughed was the first caught, struggling helplessly. The robin who had scoffed thrashed against the tightening cords. Even the old crow's booming caw turned into something small and frightened. The swallow dove into the chaos, slicing through the air like a blade. "Fly! Fly now!" she cried, tearing at knots with her sharp little beak, beating her wings so hard they blurred. Some birds broke free, others did not. And the meadow, once peaceful, now echoed with fear. Only when the last net was dragged away did the survivors gather, shaken and breathless, around the swallow who had never left their side. The robin bowed his head. "We should have listened." The swallow's voice was soft but steady. "Warning is not judgment, and fear is not weakness, but ignoring danger, that is a choice with a price." The lesson settled over them like the hush after a storm. A truth simple, painful, and forever remembered. A warning ignored is a fate invited. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.